Hello. All right, we are live. I have updated my audio setup a little bit, so hopefully the background noise won't be as obvious anymore. Hey, oh, sorry, distraction. 𝕊𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤. Rouge. I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't know, but yeah, I'm doing well. How are you? I am excited to get working on this again today. Um, Yeah, we left off yesterday with being able to just like do a single draw by clicking this. So it'll give you a random tarot card here, just the name of it. Um, and I do have a list of other things to work through. So, let's see. Can I ask you a question? Yeah. It's actually yeah. I can actually use this. Just get a single card for an answer. Um, it is a truly random algorithm that it uses. So go ahead. And while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to pick one of these. I think what I want to do is do the shuffle thing because I'm not really sure how it's going to work, and it'd be interesting to work on. So this will be the focus of the stream. We'll see if we get through this one task in this stream today. So I'm going to get everything set up here. Okay. And then we're going to okay. Yes, watch. Oh, wait. Before I do that, I need to voice is clear. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, January month reading. Yeah, I'll pull some cards for you. Why not? You know what? I might as well just make this like a mix of like doing the coding, just like a chill coding session, and then I can also pull some cards every now and then. That'd be kind of fun. So give me just a second here. I'm gonna get everything set up for the coding portion. Output CSS, watch. Cool, that's watching. And then we need one more here for the tarot. Let's see, coding tarot, get status. Awesome. Lucky. There we go. All right, so for a January month overview for you, let's start off here. And then I will actually pull some cards as well. We'll get the theme from the app here, and then I will just pull some cards also. All right, let me do a little shuffle first. Okay. Ooh. All right, so Spirit, please give us a single card from the Tarot app as an overview for the month of January for a Rouge CS 7 and C, please. Thank you. Page of Cups. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so there is a fresh energy about the month, especially when it comes to your emotional aspect. It could be that there is either a new person or a younger person who is bringing you some kind of news that we'll see what the cards say about what kind, if it's good news or if it's going to make you feel good or make you feel bad or neutral or what. Let's see, what else can we know about this Page of Cups for the month of January, please? Okay. They have the Three of Pentacles and the World. And Ace of Pentacles, yeah, there's definitely some kind of new opportunity here coming through, especially Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups. It's looking like it's going to be a good feeling, maybe the result of some kind of cycle. There's a completion here with the World card, something being closed out, and some kind of collaboration with the Three of Pentacles here. So a new opportunity to collaborate and to complete an old cycle and begin a new one is what I'm seeing for this month. It makes a lot of sense because it's the beginning of the year, right? Oh, okay, all these cards want to fall out too. So we'll go with that. I'm also seeing, I was seeing this on the pre-shuffle, the Four of Swords, so a time of rest. You're going to have some options, some choices to make. Maybe a bit of confusion around what you should do. Let's see, Queen of Cups, the Chariot, Knight of Swords. Yeah, so you're definitely going to have to pause and do some internal reflection, right? But once you've made up your mind, you're going to have a lot of successful forward movement on whatever this offer is that's coming through for you. So yeah, it actually looks like a really good month overall. Could you take action? Let's see. Is this month a good time to take action? Oh, that's way too many. Okay, let's get a little bit less there. Okay. What I'm seeing here, Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles, is that whatever this is in relation to a group or other people, you might want to discuss and hear them out before doing anything. Not that you shouldn't take action, but it would be best to consult and listen to other people's opinions surrounding whatever this is for you. Yeah. Yeah, on the bottom we have the Seven of Wands, Four of Cups. So this is a bit of standing your ground and also entertaining something, contemplating something, right? You can see he's kind of like meditating under this tree. Cup is hovering above him. Like that's that, the cup the page is bringing you, the pentacle too, right? You can see it on both levels as the same thing. You're afraid of taking actions. Yeah, I can see that coming through here as well. Kind of like a holding pattern, right? Like you're just standing your ground, but not really making any moves. The Four of Cups, right? But like I said, the advice here seems to be to get the opinions of others whoever else is involved in this situation or people that are aware of the situation, whatever it may be for you. And that could give you some clarity, right? Because you can see the queen, she's got her head above the clouds and she's got her hand outstretched and she's willing to listen to the opinions of others. And Three of Pentacles is really coming out a lot for you. So this is like, there's definitely a group dynamic here. Other people involved in whatever this is, whatever you're contemplating. Will I overcome my fears? Well, that is completely up to you. I will tell you this, you won't overcome them if you don't try to. I don't really need to pull cards for that. I'm not saying that you need to go out and make crazy, bold moves or anything. Slow and steady, right? Little things. Yep. Oh, that was the last question. Sorry. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no problem. All right. That's funny. Ended up with the Queen of Swords again. So definitely an emphasis on listening, taking in other people's opinions before doing anything to help clear your. But yeah, okay. Let's dive in here. So, like I said, I want to work on this. Allow user to shuffle the deck. I think that is a good place to start. So, I don't remember. Yeah, I didn't add much to this one. So it's pretty open-ended right now. So, what I was thinking originally for this is because we have our object containing all of the tarot cards here, I don't necessarily want to shuffle this because I like that it contains the positions. So I think what I would like to do what I'm thinking is that I give. I'm not sure which is better. I can add another property to each of these objects that's like a position, like, position 0, position 1, position 2, and make that changeable so that that would be like shuffling. You're not necessarily changing the order, right? Or I could just use the num as that value. But I like having this as something that I can copy. Maybe I need to make a copy, like a shuffle, right? Instead of a cards object, we have a shuffle object. I'm not sure which is better, but I just need to pick one. We can always change it if it's not good. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is make another array. So I'll make a new array, and this array will just contain numbers, integers, 0 through 77. And then I can just simply I don't know how I'm going to randomly assign the numbers in the array. I think I'm going to get some help. I've never really done anything like this before. How can I shuffle the say objects in an array in a random fashion? Oh, okay, there's a specific algorithm for this. Use the Fisher-Yates or Knuth shuffle algorithm, which ensures unbiased randomization by swapping elements from the end to the start. Sorts for arrays of objects, primitives, or mixed types in languages like JavaScript. Implementation. Apply the shuffle in place or return a new array to avoid mutating the original. So this is what I want. I want to turn a new array. Okay. So shuffle, it's creating a copy of the original, and then it's looping over the length of the array while I is greater than 1, decrement I. Okay, cool. Using math.random, I might change this part of it. Because as we know, math.random is not truly random. It's a pseudo-random algorithm. And we already have an algorithm that is truly random, this crypto-random int 0 to 77. And I can actually update this to where it doesn't have to be 0 to 77. We could pass in a parameter that would basically change this to the number that you would want it to be. That'd be pretty easy to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. The first thing we need to do is we're going to take this shuffle function, but we're going to modify. So modify the shuffle function. And then we are going to modify the crypto random function. And then we're going to return and store shuffled array. Or actually, we'll just say store the shuffled array. So that we can use it. And then we need to let's say randomly draw from the shuffled deck. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 things to do here. Okay. So now we have direction. Let's go. So first thing, we're going to modify the shuffle function. We're going to copy this. Copy. Let's see. We're just going to put it in. put it here. We're going to scoot it over a little bit. Okay. I'm going to let this breathe just a little bit. Let's see. I don't remember. Let's see. In Vim, how do you insert a new line without entering insert? So you can't. Yeah, you have to create a custom mapping to do it. Well, that's okay. I don't feel like doing that right. So we'll just go back over here. Okay. So there we go. That looks a little better. All right. So we don't want this. What we want is to use the crypto random function here. There we go. So now I get a truly random number, which is nice. Okay. Next, we let me just go ahead and oh, I didn't save it. Yeah. So we're gonna save that. And now it should show up. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna add index HTML. We're gonna say and shuffle function. Okay. Boom. Go. All right. Now we're gonna modify. Let's see. So we can check that one off. We're gonna modify the crypto random function here to just take in a value here. So we'll say length, or we'll just do len. And instead of 78, the only thing we need to do is change this to say len. Okay. And then this, we will update. We don't need that part anymore because we changed the name. And we need to put in array.length. Right? There we go. So it'll always shuffle to the length of the array, the original array. Love it, love it. Okay, let's save that. And then anywhere else we saw, let's see, crypto random int. There it is. Okay, yeah. So we just need to delete that and then pass in the store.cards.length. There we go. For now. Okay. So save that. Let's make sure we didn't break everything here. Whoops. There we go. All right. Refresh this. pinnacles, 5 pinnacles. Okay, still working. That's good. All right, we need to save our progress here. Good status. Add index. No. And then now we're going to say modify crypto random function. Oops. To allow for variable randomness. Awesome. Do that. Okay. We've updated our crypto random function to work that way. We need to store the shuffled array. All right, so what I think would be good to do is on init, we just let's see, how's this working again? We got alpine.store cards. Okay, so you need to do alpine.store. And then this one will be shuffle. Let's say shuffled cards. And all we need to do is call shuffle. And we need to pass in alpine dot. Let's see. I don't remember exactly how to access from code. So let's see here. Alpine.store. Accessing stores. Here we go. So it'd be alpine.store and then the name, and then you can access properties from there. Okay, cool. So alpine.store as a function, and the name is going to be cards, right? And then we want the length of the cards. Cool. Now we should have a new object in the store called shuffled cards, which contains an immediately already shuffled pack. And then what I would like to do there, so we can see it, is go up here, and in the text, we're going to do store.shuffle card, right? Store.shuffle cards and display the title. So it should be random every time we refresh the page now. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's not showing up. Okay, so let's do this. Maybe we just do take off this and just see if there's an object there at all. Does not appear so. I wonder why. Oh, it's because we're passing, yeah. We don't need to pass in the length. We need to pass in the whole array. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. see, I want to go to the top. I believe it's, yeah, GG, and then Shift G is the bottom, GG is the top. Okay. And then I believe you can just type, yeah, okay, cool. All right, so if I want to go to that one, it's 11. In the opposite direction. Okay, so 22 minus, there we go. Okay, cool. Got it. All right, so now that we have done that, this should actually display something. Here we do like that again. And still not. It's always good to check the console for errors. There we go. Cryptorandom int is not defined. Is it not? Right here. What line is this on? Line 5. Oh, here we go. Cryptorandom int is not defined. Oh, gotta love errors. This is the first one I've encountered in a while. Single draw num equals cryptorandom int. Why is it not defined? It's clearly defined here. Alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to yank this, and we're going to search for cryptorandom int. Yeah, they're all three the same. These should be hoisted, but maybe not. Maybe I need to put them above this Alpine init declaration. But they should be available globally. I don't know why it wouldn't be. So we're going to experiment, and we're going to move these to the top of the script and see what happens. Okay. There we go. Let's try that. Over here. Oh, whoops. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Alright, let's go to Firefox. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're getting a different error. Yeah, so I guess they do have to be defined above. Interesting. So normally in JavaScript, it hoists functions to the top, but maybe not in script tags. I don't know, but it's okay. Now it's saying can't access property 0 and store.shufflecards. Fine. Oh, store.shufflecards is undefined. Alright, this is another case where we're just going to check and make sure we spell this correctly. Shuffle cards. Yep, looks like it. Okay. So it's not a case of misnaming, it's just that they don't exist yet. Most likely. Which is interesting because I wouldn't think this would be evaluated before the 𝕊𝐴LPINE.emit event occurs, right? So we should have, obviously this one works, store.cards, because we did that before. And now we have 𝕊𝐴LPINE.store shuffle cards, which requires the shuffle function in accessing the cards object. Let's see, what else is it yelling at us about? Oh, here we go. Missing closing parenthesis after list. Perhaps that is the problem. So we have document listener 1, 2, back to 1, 2, back to 1, 1. I think we're missing a parenthesis here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that might be the problem, actually. Okay, let's see. There we go. Wow, gotta love it. Okay. So it's still starting with the full. There we go. 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, the full, Queen of Cups, the full, 2 of Swords, the full, 6 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Okay, yeah, it does seem it likes to go to the full a lot. Star, 6 of Swords, the full, the World, the full, Ace of Wands, Death, 9 of Wands, the Empress, Wands, full. It does seem to be random, but interesting how often the full comes up. Queen of Swords, the Moon, 4 of Cups, the full, the Star, 4 of Wands, the full. I'm curious about what this looks like. So once that's done, I'm going to console.log. Okay, what is it? Console.table. And then do 𝕊𝐴LPINE.store. Shuffle the cards. I just want to make sure they're all in there. So we're just going to print them out after they get created and see what it looks like. We're going to need the console and then refresh. There we go. Okay, so this is our little object. Let's see, we got our target here. Whoa. Well, this is interesting. I do remember this. Alpine uses proxy objects. It like wraps them. But this should be what the array is. It's just, yeah, see, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords, Why are there so many entries? It shouldn't be this many. The array is 5,403. That does not seem right. Okay. Okay. Something is not right here. So we're going to have to dig a little bit deeper into this shuffle function. So we're creating a new array, and then new array dot length minus 1 should be the same length as the array that was put in, and we're looping while I is greater than 0. And then decrementing the I. I like to do the pre-decrement, so I'm actually going to change this. There is a difference. This does the decrement and then evaluates the variable, whereas if it's a post-decrement expression where it was on the right side, it evaluates the variable and then decrements. So it does make a difference, but in this case, it doesn't really matter. You can do it either way. But typically, I like to be very specific about those things. Let's see. Constant j, math.for, get a random number from crypto random integer based on the length of the current array. And then we're multiplying it times I plus 1. And then we're doing the swap function here. But it seems to be creating new... I don't know. We just need to call this shuffle function and print it to the console, I think. So we'll do that here. We're essentially just going to do this. Yank that, and then here we're going to replace this with that. And we'll see what we get. Oh, did it again. Uh-oh, syntax error. Where's this coming from? Console.table. All right, we're missing. Wow, how did I keep doing that? Okay, there we go. Boom, okay. Now we've got a real table here. Yeah, this is not right. It should not have this many entries. 999. And everything's like undefined. I don't even think we're gonna get through this one task in this stream. But that's okay. This is what happens sometimes. Especially when you're relying on AI to help you. What it's doing is making sense to me though. It's looping over the length of the array from the end to the beginning. I'm not really sure why it needs to do that, but maybe it just wanted to go back for some reason. And then what we're doing is we are getting a random number from our crypto random int function. I'm curious to see what it's passing in here. So we're going to console.log this number. And we're actually going to say current J value like that for each iteration. Oh my god, yeah, these numbers are like way out of bounds. The array is only a length of 78. It should not be getting 1224. 29930. Yeah, this is insane. I want to make this a little more clear, actually, and we're also going to console.log current I value plus I, like that. So we get the I value and the J value. So we can see it is going sequentially for the I value, starting at, I'm guessing 78, or 77, yeah, minus 1. 76, 75, 74, 73, but it's getting these like out of bounds numbers, like they are wildly out of the bounds of the array. So that's why it's creating these massive arrays, because it's trying to swap positions with indexes that don't exist, so then it's having to grow the array and just keep getting bigger. Ugh, okay. Well, AI, you have failed me. You have failed me here. I want to make sure that it's not the crypto random int that is generating these out of bounds numbers first. So what I'm going to do is enter visual mode, and then we're going to copy this, I think, and we're going to make constant rand int equals oops, yeah, I forgot you can't do that. Oh, can't do that either. Okay, we're just gonna paste. There we go. Okay, so that should give us that, and then we can replace this with randint, and then now we can also log the random integer. So we can see what is being generated for each here. And make sure that they are within the bounds of the array. So random 59, 29, 38, 42. Yep, looks looking good so far. 76. That's good, as long as it's less than 78 and greater than 0. Ooh, we even got a 0. There's a 0 there. 41, 43. I think the problem here is that I already, like, this crypto random int is already giving me what I need. We don't need to do the times I plus 1. Yeah. I think that's going to fix it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Maybe the AI was doing it right, and I'm a big old dum-dum, and all I need to do is place this with that, and there we go. Yep, this is already looking better. We should have 77 position if we do. Okay, yep, that was the problem. I was just being a dum-dum. Alright, so we can go back over here and delete. Ta-da! that. And here, okay, so there's our table. And look at that, yeah, 7 of swords. Okay. So now that we've got this kind of worked out here, we should be good on this, and now we shouldn't be getting the full so much on these random shuffles. So let's see. The Priestess, the full, King of Swords, the full, Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, Queen of Wands, the full. Wow, it still really loves the full. Kind of what I feel like right now. Maybe that's why it's coming up so much. Alright, I still want to make sure that what is being stored in the Alpine store is, you know, what I'm expecting. So Alpine.store, shuffle cards. There we go. Do we have the appropriate number of parentheses? Yes, we do. All right. All right, so here's our, yep, 78. There we go. Now it's looking better. Okay, so 4 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Yep, okay, they're all in random order now. Now we have a shuffled deck, just like that. And I guess, yeah, we did it. We accomplished it. Which is fantastic. So I can mark off store, shuffle, array, and then randomly draw from the shuffle deck. We are doing that already on the right on the refresh. Well, really, it's just picking the first position, and then you can go through them one by one in a random fashion. But yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is make this a little better. We are gonna truly randomly draw from the deck. So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna replace this button with this one. Oops. Okay, didn't know what was going on there for a second. Okay. So, let's see here. I mean, really, actually, I don't even need to. We don't really need one button on here, really. So we can actually just get rid of this. I'm going to keep the horizontal line, get rid of all that, leave a little bit of space here. There we go. I think I can do rounded half and make this look better. See what that looks like. No, rounded half is not a thing, apparently. Round. So it looks like I can do rounded large and it'll give me kind of what I want. So let's do that. Dead. Yay, there we go. Yeah, I like that button better. Okay. Alright. So that looks better. So really the only thing we need to do to draw from the shuffle deck is do that. And now the button will draw from the shuffle deck instead of the template that we made. Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Yep. there we go. Working, yeah. Pretty cool. All right, and then the last thing I want to do is make the card that is being drawn a little more obvious. So we're going to do font, maybe text, size, font size. So I just want to make this. Oh, we don't even have any classes on here. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down like that, and then class. There we go. And we're going to do text. Oh. And font bold. Maybe? Is that one that I can do? I don't know. Yep. Cool. And you know what? We're going to do the margin Y, or maybe it's MT. Give it a little spacing there. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. That looks a little better. So now we're drawing from a randomly shuffled deck of 78 tarot cards. Amazing. So obviously I want to put some images on here too, and that might be one of the, let me go ahead and add that as a to-do. Add images to all. And I do have a source where I can get that, so that's good. But yeah. So boom, there it is. We did it. We accomplished our goal. I'm going to check it off and move it to the done column over here. Whoa, that really went far over that way. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Well, we're a little early, which is cool, but I think that's good for this stream today. So, yeah. Didn't really have much of an audience for this one. Just a Rouge in the beginning. Thank you, Rouge, for being here. Hopefully you got what you needed from the cards I pulled for you. And yeah, as always, if you need anything from me, links in the description. You can book a personal tarot reading with me if you want to do that. Yeah, other than that, take care of yourselves, keep your heart open. Bye!